Hello, welcome to Be a Legend. Today we have a bonus episode and it's all about the FA Trophy and the semi-final, 2 legs of the said semi-final. Hello and welcome to the bonus episode of To Be a Legend. My name's Mark, and on today's bonus episode we have 2 legs, 2 games against Stockport County in the FA Trophy semi-final. The first leg is at home, second leg is away from home, and you will see up on the screen here how we've achieved to get to the semi-final of this FA Trophy, Buildbase FA Trophy. There are no spoilers, or at least I hope there isn't any spoilers. We're avoiding any visibility of the other games in the league, because that could potentially, if you haven't watched the episode 18, or this comes out before episode 18, it will be a spoiler. So we're trying to avoid all of that, and we'll do on the reverse on the 18. We won't spoil the semi-finals, first and second legs with episode 18, just so that you don't watch either of them and spoil the episodes for you. How do we get here? Well, we beat Boston United in the third round. We joined in the third round, was the first round that we played in, beating Boston United 1-0. We then beat our local rivals, filed by 2-1 in the fourth round. In the fifth round, the quarterfinal, we had to have 2 matches against Hartlepool, eventually getting past them by 2-0, as we did in the... Actually, it wasn't. That was the fifth round, Mark. That was the fifth round. Quarterfinal was against Boreham Wood, and again, it took us two games in order to get past them, which we also did again by 2-0, which brings us to today's game against Stockport County. And they have got here, by virtue of a 1-0 win against Southport, a 1-0 win against Hereford. They beat Altrincham by 2-0, and then beat Barnet by 1-0. So that's how they've got here. And if we look at the other side of the draw, Southend are playing Chesterfield. Southend versus Chesterfield. Recently played Southend in the league. I'm not going to tell you what that is. As I say, no spoilers. If you want to know how we got on against Southend, who we were near the top of the table with, then you need to look at episode 18. I will check the schedule when that's supposed to be out, but episode 18 is the episode that you want to see. How did they get here? Southend have beaten Bath, Romford, no, not Dorking. Hang on a minute. No, Southend have beaten Bath, Weymouth 4-1, Slough Town 2-0, and Maidstone by 1-0. That's how they've got here. And they are playing Chesterfield, and Chesterfield have got there by a 2-1 extra time win against Aldershot, a 1-0 win against Gateshead, a 2-0 against FC United, and they started off with a 2-0 win against Gloucester City. So either ourselves or Stockport will be playing Southend or Chesterfield at Wembley in the final. But who is it going to be? We're about to find out over 2 legs whether we can be one of those going to Wembley. Here is the first leg. And this is the team that we have selected against Stockport for this particular game. And as you will see, Irwin continues in goal. Dwyer, Jameson, Baines and Hughes are our defence. Wright comes back into his defensive position at the base of midfield. Merry and Biggins are in central midfield. Sterling, James, Oakenby and Riley up front. If you're wondering who Merry is, if you haven't seen episode 18, I suggest you go back and watch it. it all is all explained in that particular episode. And then on the bench we have Vodacek, Birch, Anderson, Okoka, and Felix. Again, Anderson and Okoka will be explained if you go and watch episode 18. Enough said at the moment. Let's go through and see how we we're going to have to put squad numbers in for these players, of course. How we go in this particular match. Chris Murray is picking up number 14 because he's permanent, and then go all the way down here. 39 for Anderson and 38 for Samuel Okoka, and through to the match. We have played Stockport County, and I can't remember what the score was. It would have been good of me to have checked the score before we got to this point, of course, in previous meetings. Through to the dressing room, and we're going to pump fists. Let's put nothing to anywhere to keep our good run going. No, we're going to do the media. Some of those I'm not too sure about, and we need to make the home advantage count for us. A little bit of a spoiler there, but I don't think it gives you too much away. Stockport on a similar run. Of course, Jim Gannon is their manager, long time manager, I think. My memory serves me right. Stockport playing in blue on this occasion, and you'll see the National League is being played as well. We're not going to watch that because that will spoil it. We will. Let's have a look at the other game in the FA Trophy and see how Southend are doing in that. Irwin with a free kick to Baines. In our first highlight, 16 minutes in, Jameson to Dwyer. Dwyer now comes forward. He's not found a way through, so he's gone back to Jameson. Jameson very casually with the ball to right. It's gone all the way back to Irwin. Not quite sure where this is going. Jameson, not doing anything stupid, gents. To Dwyer. Dwyer does find a way through this time, but nobody there, and has given the ball away. Jameson heads it back to the goalkeeper, and we start all over again. Bit of a strange highlight this. Hopefully it's going to turn into something decent. Dwyer has another go. This time finds Riley, who has put it away, but must have been offside, one would guess. And we're not going to see, because there shows the line as he goes, so quite deep, but he was offside. So they obviously played that line very deep there. Ball out to Ogunby. Ogunby's been tackled by Nang, and he's floated one over the top, and they are on the attack. Block it, and it's come out wide now to Southern Hales, who gets the header in. It's headed, it's the crossbar, bounces, and Irwin has managed to tidy up. I do think defensively the frailties are there to be had. Hughes beaten on that occasion. We've had the better of this first half. Certainly shots on target. Leveled it up a little bit now, and we're going to half time 0-0. Right, not bad effort. They've had the better of the first half from an XG point of view. We've had the better of possession. Right. Anybody not performing? Aki or Wright isn't having a go. Chris Murray isn't playing 100%. Mind you, he's just probably bedding himself in. Let's give him a bit of a lift up. Pressure's off. That's not really done what I wanted it to do. Okay, all right. Faith in you. Maybe that's what we should have done with alright, all in all, Lewis Riley, not happy with your performance today. Get on with it. Right, let's see if we can up the tempo a little bit. We need to get that little bit of edge going away from home, and it does beg the question, do we go a little bit more attacking? I think that's probably what we do, and also encourage the team. Still attacking us and showing signs of it. We're not really getting anywhere fast here. Sterling James he's tired, and we're going to bring our Coco on for him just to see if that can stir anything up. Riley really not in it today. I'm tempted to bring Felix on for Riley. Let's give him a couple more minutes. Need somebody to do something. Come on, guys. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got Riley now with a free kick. Long ball forward. And there's a goal. Lewis Baines. Second goal of the season. Puts us one up. But we're not exactly coasting this. Baines with a lovely header. Goalkeeper is flat on his face. And that does get us that lead. Right, with 73 minutes gone, let's... Oh, Riley now's gone up to 7. That's because he's put in that free kick. Not made any changes, so we're going to stick with it for now. Dwyer, he's tired. Out there. Can Birch play on the... I'm not sure Birch can play on the left. Can he? Defensive wing back right side. Not really. Right. Going to demand more. And did we not see that disallowed goal? I realise that there's a disallowed goal in there. Yes, we did. We did. Murray is now tired. Right, so we'll bring Birch on for him, and he's not really a central midfielder, is he? I wonder if we do that, does that do any good? No. Right, we're going to have to go with this, I think. That's two of our changes made. Dwyer is tired and really needs to come off. Can Hughes play on that side? No, he can't. We can undo that. I don't like that idea. Mary is going to have to stick with it, I think. Let's do this. Go back. No, I'm not going to change that at all. What we are going to do though is we're going to take Riley off for Felix, just to see if we can get that extra goal. As we run down to the end of the game, we'll do that change now, just to ease out of the game. We have successfully won that one. Well done, lads. Good win for us. And so that is where we will leave it, because I don't want to give away anything from this particular episode that might spoil the normal series for you. We'll be back very, very shortly with the second leg. And here we are with the team for the second leg of this particular competition, the FA Trophy semi-final, and 1-0 is the aggregate lead from our home game. Not really enough, I don't think, possibly to get us to Wembley, but today's another game, and we'll see how we go. This is the team that we've selected anyway. Irwin in goal, Dwyer, Baines, Anderson continues in defence, had a good game last time out, and Hughes is back on the right side, having had that little bit of a rest. Wright is at the base of midfield. Merry and Biggins are in central midfield, with Coker and Ogunby as our attacking midfielders, with Cardwell up front replacing O'Reilly, who really just wasn't in it last time out. You'll see on episode 18 when you get around to seeing it, really wasn't in it, and generally needs a rest, I think. On the bench then, Fodacek, Birch, Jameson, Riley and Felix, and maybe we should be resting Riley totally, which I think probably is the better thing to do, in which case let's put Andel Gibbons on in his place, and that'll mean that we just give him a complete rest from this game, and then he can play in the Dover Athletic possibly, depending on how he's going. Anyway, Caldwell back in on that. So let's have a look. They are the changes we have made, and there is the team sheet. As I say, 1-0 from the first leg, of course, and we're going to pump fists. How are we going to do the media? I expect you to come back after the match as finalists. Is that putting too much pressure on them? Let's do the media. That seems to have been General. Only Ogunby has not go out there and make a difference. That's sorted him out, so we're good and dandy. Let's go into this game. Stockport having lost their last two outings, so they've lost in the league as well as losing to us, and take no notice of that. Gives you a little bit of a spoiler for episode 18, but I'm guessing when this goes out you'll have seen episode 18, so you'll know what's happened in episode 18. What you won't know is what's happened in the FA Trophy, so that's not spoil anything, hopefully. Hughes with the throw in now to Ogunby. Ogunby back to Hughes. Hughes with the cross in. A headed goal. I was going to say headed goal from Okoka, but actually it was headed onto the crossbar. And Hughes has another go, puts it into the penalty area, but nobody could get on the end of it. And they have a breakaway now, but Hughes makes a superb tackle. So you can see he's back into the side. Good news for us. Hughes with the throw in to Ogunby. Ogunby tucked inside to Biggins. Biggins looking for Cardwell, and Cardwell, had he been on form, would have put that away and puts it wide. Half an hour gone, and we're just going to give a little bit of encouragement to the team because I feel that might just be what they need. Hasn't had the desired reaction. Positives from this first half: we have been the forceful team. We have a free kick here. Ogunby with the free kick, and ooh, just wide. I think that come off the post, to be fair. And there we go. First half, 15 shots, 4 on target. So that is poor. Lots of shots, none of them on target. Well, say none of them, not many of them on target. 62% of the possession, and as you'll see, Stockport have 3 shots to date, none of which have been on target, and only 38%. But they're going thinking that actually they've been quite lucky in that first half to come away with a 0-0, and will be licking their wounds and thinking this is a good game still to win, and we'll be coming out in that second half to try and win it. So we need to be pretty sure. Right, we're going to pump fists. Things are going well, but I know you're capable of even better. Well done. We're still leading on aggregate. Make sure that's still the case at full time. That's the team talk. Looked inspired and motivated. Samuel Okoko, Bo Anderson, both on a 6.5, so they're not having fantastic games, but let's have a look as we commence. Ogunby with the corner for the second half. Oh, shot from Anderson just over the top, and looking to get on the score sheet there. Dwyer with a throw in now. Okoko back to him, to Dwyer, to Biggins. Right, finds Hughes. Hughes crosses into Ogunby. Back to Hughes, who has a shot. And again, just over. So early skirmishes in this first half. Again, a couple of shots, not on target, but the XG is rising slightly, which is good. They've now had a shot on target. Cardwell has taken a knock, and he's saying that he wants to come off. I think it's a hamstring. Right, so with 67 minutes gone, it's probably changed territory anyway. So Cardwell's injured. We're going to bring Felix on for him, and Okoka, he's tired or not playing particularly well, so we'll swap him for Andel. Andel Gibbons, yes, sorry, I was trying to think his name then for a second or two. Throw in on the far side. Hughes to Biggins. Back to Hughes. Hughes with the cross in. Dwyer! Vinny Dwyer from about 30 yards out, 26 yards out, gets another goal. Away goal, which is absolutely fantastic. Puts us 2-0 up, and maybe we are going to Wembley after all. Maybe I was being a little bit dire, thinking after the first leg we were up against it, and having played Stockport before with Biggins now is tired. Right, I'm going to ignore that, and we're going to go with Biggins. He's going to be replaced by Birch, and we'll get past the 80-minute mark, and then potentially Murray is also tired now, but he'll have to stay tired. Right, first things first, we're going to drop a bit of praise. Shouts, praise, it always worries me when I drop praise. 85 minutes. Let's go to balanced. I think I really want to. We've done what we need to do in this game and really had far superior quality here compared to the last match against Stockport at home, and we've seen the game out. That one goal from Dwyer on 73 minutes was far and enough to win the tie, and as you'll see, 20 shots, 5 on target, 59% possession. They come back into it a little bit, 8 shots. I think they only had 3 at half time, none on target, 8 shots at the end of the game, but only 1 on target. So defence did extremely good job as well, and outstretched arms, and think we did a nice job of managing this tie, and this second leg performance was a good one. Well done all. Let's have a quick look and see. We now get the scores, and Chesterfield have done one on Southend. They've had a player sent off, as they did against us, and they've paid a price for it. They were a goal up after the first leg, and as you'll see, Chesterfield have beaten them 3-0, sending off after 52 minutes. Having said that though, Chesterfield were 3 goals in front before then, so it hasn't really done like us, and then we've won. So there we go. That is the that's going to be a separate bonus episode, the final at Wembley of the FA Trophy, and it will be against Chesterfield. I am going to pause for a second just to see if we can see when that's coming up, and then I'll give you some idea of when we're likely to see that, because with episode 19 coming, obviously it will probably be too late by the time we get to there. I'm guessing it's probably end of the season, so we'll see. Be back in a moment. And there we go, confirmation that we will be playing Chesterfield at Wembley in the final of the Buildbase FA Trophy on Sunday the 15th of May. It's right at the end of the season. Chesterfield currently 3rd in the Vanarama National League. The game will be played at Wembley Sunday the 15th of May. Book it in your diary. With the draw pitting a semi-pro outfit against a bigger team in Chesterfield, a bumper crowd is expected for what will undoubtedly be a fascinating and hard-fought tie. It is well worth noting that Chorley have not lost to Chesterfield in the last 2 meetings between the two sides. The current holders of the competition are Wealdstone, would you believe? So there we go, confirmation of that final, which will be a bonus episode at the end of the season before the end of season review, I guess, there or thereabouts, I would think. So hope you've enjoyed that, and good to get a little bit of momentum into the game, and just a good episode. So I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all the future episodes of this and the new series as they are released. New episodes of To Be a Legend are currently released every Monday and Thursday, unless you get a bonus episode, all at 4:15 p.m. And why not follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2 to keep up to date on this channel and more. And if you subscribe, as you would have found out had you subscribed, if you haven't already done so, that it's the bonus episodes, if there are bonus episodes coming out, when they'll be released, etc, etc. So make sure you do that subscription at JustOffside2 so that you get the tweets when new episodes, bonus episodes and so on are released. Don't forget, episode 19 will be out on Monday. The final 2 games of the season. Are we in a position to be promoted, or will we just have to go through the playoffs? Join us on Monday and find out. Thanks for watching. See you next episode. Bye now.